everyone, today I am very excited. As you know, I've been looking for a friend for Blue for quite a while. So he's still currently got the two school sheep, two sheep that belong to the school in town. They have an animal care department and the school sheep come to my place for the holidays. But at some point I'd quite like him to have some friends of his own. I've been looking out for another llama as a friend for him, but honestly they don't come up for sale that much around here. Alpacas do come up a lot for sale, but they are very expensive. They're all special breeding alpacas from this great line with this amazing fleece, and that's not really something that I want. I just want something as a companion animal for Blue. I don't want to spend thousands of pounds on this amazing show animal. I honestly just want him to have a friend. So the other thing we were looking into was his very own sheep. So it is lambing season at the moment. So I had been putting out the word to all the local farmers and saying, if you do have a couple of orphaned lambs, then send them my way. Ta-da! So these beautiful girls are from a local farmer, so they were not taken away from their mum for no reason. They were either orphaned or they were triplets and their mum couldn't feed all of her lambs. They are lovely, strong little ladies. So this was one of the people that I asked to keep an eye out for some lambs for me. But there's a funny story. So someone contacted me telling me that a lady had a couple of other little lambs, a couple of little boys, which were very poorly. She was a vet nurse and she was on a lambing placement, and she brought in these lambs and basically nursed them back to health because they were so sick, and wasn't able to keep them because she was moving back to where she was from and wasn't able to take them with her, so was looking for a home for them. So I suggested that I take them in and then they would have a couple of little friends. So we are also left with these beautiful boys, which are actually pedigree sheep. They are purebred Welsh speckle-faced Beulahs, and they are absolutely gorgeous. The little girls are a crossbreed, but these boys are absolutely gorgeous. They are ringed, so they will be castrated, which means that obviously they can't breed with the girls. They're just going to be friends, companions for Blue. Hi, Radish. Hi. Hi, Pickle. Monty. Hi. Good boy. Hi, Alfie. So this is Monty. Monty is about 10 days old. Hello. And he was very poorly when he was born. So he got rejected. And this vet nurse nursed him back to health. He had a lot of antibiotics and stuff, but now he is looking very good. And this is little Alfie. Now Alfie is only 4 days old. And he's got a number 3 on his back because he was a triplet and he was a runt and very poorly as well, so his mum actually rejected him and just looked after the other 2. And sheep are amazing in that they can have 3 lambs, but they've only got 2 teats, so they can only actually normally successfully feed 2 at once. And yeah, they don't generally produce enough milk for 3, so sometimes they will leave their weakest one behind. So that was little Alfie there, and he was very sickly and poorly, but he's now doing pretty well, apart from being bullied by little Monty here. So Monty actually was named by the vet nurse, and he knows his name and will come to call. You're very sweet. So these guys are actually on 4 feeds a day at the moment. To begin with, they're fed every 4 hours, and now they're down to 4 feeds a day, which is much more manageable around work, which is great. Hello. So they've actually got some sheep nuts out anyway, Well, these are lamb nuts, which contain milk powder as well, so if they do feel like you know, starting on some solid food, it's there for them. They've got some water as well in a shallow-ish dish, and it's not big enough that they can climb in, which is quite important, although they are tipping it over quite frequently, so I just have to check up on that throughout the day. They've also got some hay as well, and they have been munching away on hay already, so it's good that they're getting some solid food as well. Monty is definitely a character. Alfie, what are you doing? Look how small you are. Oh, you are tiny, there's nothing to you. Little sassy leg extension there. And in this pen we have the girls. Come on then, girls. So they're actually being kept separate currently from the boys because the boys were so poorly. You can't be hungry again, you just ate. Ow, you've got teeth. And these girls are, this girl's probably 10 days old and this one's about 2 weeks. So this is Pickle and Radish. So these girls have also got their hay there, some nuts and some water. And after about a week, when the quarantine is over for the boys, these guys will all be going in together, which will be lovely to see them all running around together. And you may notice that these girls have tags in their ears, and that is to do with, because they were moved farms, it's to do with the movement. You've got to have paperwork and all that sort of thing. Whereas the boys, because they were taken on by this vet nurse, because they were basically about to die. So that sort of happened a little bit differently. But with these guys, because we got them from another farm, you know, we had to do the right sort of paperwork and movement stuff. So there's Radish and Pickle. These girls are doing really, really well. They're really robust little ladies. Obviously they're different breeds, but these girls are doing really well. Let's see your faces. So this one's looking a bit crusty at the moment, and most of that is milk. Honestly, she's not very good at latching onto a bottle. It just sort of goes all over her face to begin with until she gets the hang of it. So she's looking a little bit sticky and crusty, but that will sort of come off with time. Alfie, Alfie, good boy. Good boy, Alfie. He's a good boy. Boy.
One week later.
So Monty is definitely a character. I think because he was abandoned at birth, he's never, for the first 10 days of his life, he was never really around other sheep. Alfie did have 24 hours with his mum, so I feel like he's a little bit better at being a sheep. And the big girls, they've sort of always been around sheep, so they're more how lambs are. Monty's more of a dog. I think he spent more time around dogs than he did with lambs, so he's a bit of a special one, so it'll be really interesting to see how his personality develops. But I'm going to stop blabbering now, and I will be sure to make an update with these guys soon so you can see how they're getting on. If you enjoyed this video, I know it's not what I usually do, but give us a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!